Okay, we are live. It's the first stream of the new microphone setup. No longer picking up the headset. We'll see how this works out. I've done a bit of testing already, but we'll see how it fares. Heading from short flight because I gotta run soon. And we're gonna head from Detroit to Chicago. We have ATC, we have Cleveland Center right now, which is nice. And yeah, we're not going to beat about here. Connected to VATSIM Republic, or sorry, Brickyard 1595. Detroit to O'Hare. What's up, Vintage? How you doing, man? Nice stream yesterday. I passed out asleep in the in my computer chair. And girlfriend woke me up at some crazy hour of the morning, and she had actually turned the computer off. But I took a look at the landing that you posted. Very nice. Butter, basically. So we are Detroit, KLM 3 departure, smooth transition, and then straight into the Windy 3. So KLM and Windy 3 sharing a common fix. Final fix and initial fix of the departure and arrivals. And cruising altitude 300, squawk 0577. So we cleared on the KLM 3. Smooth transition. Climb via SID, expect 300, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.875. Expect 4 right. Okay, that's good. SID speeds apply. Okay, well, climb via SID would suggest that the SID speeds apply. And contact 119.875 for taxi. Okay, so push and start is at my discretion. Just waking up. What time is it? Was it a long one? What time did the stream end? Okay, I can shut this down. And here's our flight plan and Navigraph. So KLM 3 taking us up to the north. Then obviously heading almost exactly due west to join the Windy 3. Well, I suppose technically, figuratively, I did go to bed. I'm waking up. That's the problem with my, I suppose it's not a problem, but when a computer chair is super comfortable, I can quite easily fall asleep in it, if I'm tired enough. Alright. Okay, we gotta get things rocking. 3 a.m. Good lord. Okay, that's quite late. It's no wonder you're just rising around now. Battery 1, battery 2. Yeah, so I've done away with the headset microphone. I mean, it's still there. What's up, Jarl? Welcome. Hope everyone's Sunday afternoon, at least it's 5 after 1 my time, is going good so far. We're actually expecting a relatively hot day today in the Bay Area. Supposed to get up to around 85, which is, considering the microclimates around here, I'm in the cooler parts of those microclimates, so 85 is certainly quite a lot above average. Alright, we are just really in the initial stages of setting up the cockpit. We did get our squawk code and PDC clearance from Cleveland Center. So I'm just going through some basic overhead preparation. Okay, fire test is alright. And windshield wipers are off. We can go and put the APU on. That start up. External lights, nav lights are on, and that will be it for now. PTU auto, system 1 electric auto, system 2 electric pumps auto. Tie bond, sandpaper, and some spray paint. Sounds like you're getting the shell of a tiller together, perhaps. Cabin pressurization switches are all in the 12 o'clock position. It's good. Windshield heating is, I don't know why they have it on as default. So I'll just leave it on anyway, but it seems a bit senseless. Ice protection is an auto. Air conditioning switches are all dark, so that's fine. But since I do have the APU now, we will packs are on. Go to the electrical page. Oh, that's why you guys stayed up till 3 or more. Okay, electrical page. APU is on the bus and servicing True 1, True 2, and True Essential. That's good. Okay, so our overhead is pretty good for the time being. Jump down to the FMS and grab our route that's been pre-prepared. SimBrief AirEx cycle is good. So the AirEx is actually changing on the 6th of August. Actually the 7th. The 6th will be the last day of this cycle. Ah, 2 tillers. 2 custom tillers for each. 3D printed. The Boeing tiller looks amazing. It reminds me of the manual car window adjuster. I don't know if you guys ever remember those. When before car windows were electronically powered to go up and down, they were operated manually with basically a little rotary handle. Reminds me of the actually the Boeing tiller reminds me of those old manual car window adjusters. Go to the route page. Kilo Delta Tango Whiskey to Kilo Oscar Romeo Delta 01. We should have the plan mode up here. Surely the parachute was designed to slow the plane down after landing, similar to the old NASA space shuttles. Okay, our flight ID, we are Brickyard 1595, I believe. Just double check that. Yep, 1595. Go ahead and activate. And we'll go straight into the route planning, but first let's go to our school bag here and get our charts up. Airport chart. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aircraft on the ground here in Detroit Wayne. Or Metropolitan, I think they call it. Detroit Metro. And we are at, don't know what the gate number is, and I don't know. I think I think the aircraft is so close to the terminal building. I tried to pull in the VGDS in OpenSAM by 2 meters, so I think I clicked on it like 10 times, so I've pulled it 20 meters closer and it's still not appearing, so just gonna do without it. But I don't know if we can. We are. It says Bravo 5. I suppose we could pull up the chart. This would be parking gate south ramp, I believe. And yeah, it looks like we are indeed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we are at Bravo 5, alright. I'm sure you could. I'm sure there's a way. You know what, questions like that I always ask Gemini. You know, can I do this? Like I was considering I wasn't considering starting up a new virtual airline. There's no. I'd like to see a good UPS cargo airline, virtual airline. And I've done a lot of research online with them. Folks had said that folks who are experienced with cargo, or virtual airlines, I mean, had said that the it's extremely difficult to get UPS schedules. So I asked Gemini, how can I get UPS schedules? And they said, there's a way around it. There's a way you can get around the API bots at the, you know, Flight Radar 24 and FlightAware websites. Alrighty, and our departure is the KLM 3. From 24 right, so basically RNAV to Chevy, then Buick and Dodge. Okay, and we do have constraints here, so we'll want to set those. Climb via the SID, 17,000 is the tops. So we'll set that in the flight mode control panel, 7,000 to set. Rest of the school bag together. And getting into O'Hare, we'll have gate Mike 8. 8 or 8 alpha, doesn't really matter. Arrival on the Windy 3. And we are starting the Windy 3 at Smooth, which is the last waypoint of the departure out of Detroit. And we're going to be planning for runway 10 center, as that is 10 center and 9 left are the active arrival runways in real life right now. So that'll take us all the way down to Monks and over to Possum. And we'll plan for the, obviously the 10 left, excuse me, 10 center ILS. I hate how Chicago's JetPercent charts are ordered. Okay, so Barry or Kyla will be good enough. Actually, Barry is 25 miles. Kyla gives us 20 miles, so Kyla's more preferable. Alright, runway 4 right. KLM 3 departure, smooth transition, apply that and activate it. And then the arrival runway will be 10 center, ILS. Yeah, I suppose I could take Gibbons and then just delete the other superfluous waypoints. And the star is the Windy 3 from Smooth. Apply and activate. And we will cycle through all of these waypoints now. Yes, here we go. This is an FMS glitch that exists in X-Crafts, where sometimes the first intercept is 123 miles away from the departure end of the runway. So sometimes you have to do it all over again. Runway 4 right, KLM 3, smooth, and apply and activate. And there you go. So doing the exact same thing as you did the first time actually fixes it. Okay, so Chevy, bunk, Dodge, smooth, windy, down to Monks. Alright, everything looks good there. Go back to map mode. So we have the route in. Let's get the folks on the airplane. Weight and balance. Our zero fuel weight is going to be... Cost index is not simulated in the X-Crafts. Our air distance is 278 miles. Cruising at 300, flight level 300. Our zero fuel weight estimated 63,380. And our fuel weight, block fuel, is 7,380. So we'll say 7,400. And request manual load sheet. Fuel above zero fuel weight, gross weight above maximum takeoff weight. That is highly improbable. Estimated takeoff weight is 70,400. Our maximum takeoff weight is 85,000. Oh, this is in kilograms. Okay. That's no problem. It's because the last time I flew the X-Crafts, it was in Europe with Lufthansa. Okay, let's go back to the weight and balance again and run the numbers. 63,380 and 7,400 on the fuel. There we go. That makes sense. Takeoff center of gravity 18% Mach, and takeoff weight is matching. Okay, we'll load the airplane. And I suppose we could just jump straight into the takeoff performance. Kilo Delta Tango Whiskey, runway 4 right. Wind is, we should, oh, looks like Cleveland Center's gone. Okay, so we're on our own. Okay, DTW. And the CTAF. Frequency 3500. We've got the CTAF set, and winds are 10 degrees, 12 gusting 20. Visibility 10 miles, clouds broken 2,500, broken 5,500, overcast 16,000, temperature 23, dew point 17, altimeter 2976. So we'll say 10 at 12. Temperature was 23, yep. QNH 2976. Takeoff weight that is a little bit too high. We'll say 70,500 should be fine. I don't know. PNW. I'm not hearing anything, but I'm connected to it, so. Just logged into the CTAF. I did see the warnings that there was a DDoS attack. So, I know, we'll see how it goes. I've got connected to voice server message on Xpilot. So, things look normal on my end, but things could change. Okay, 70,500 pounds, and takeoff 1. Looks to go to TO2. Flaps 1 is fine. Go compute that. And V1 140, rotate 44, 45. You're welcome. 145, V2, and VFS 190. We'll go send those to the FMS and accept them through the D-Link page. While we're here, we should throw our squawk code in that we got from the Cleveland Center before they shut down. 0577. And We'll put that to TARA. And we go to our perfs. Perf init, alternate fuel. 1891, which is Indy. Cruising at 300. Average winds 346 at 28. ISA dev is 11. Their fuel rate was 63, 380. Plan fuel and gauge fuel look correct. I think I took 7,400, so we're 30 down. And takeoff CG was 18. Yes.
Detroit traffic, Delta 13 Kilo Golf taxiing to the runway 4 right via Kilo, Detroit.
My climb, cruise, and descent speeds look fine. We are takeoff 2. Our takeoff temperature is 22.
Metro traffic, Delta 664 is 30 to the southeast, planning the ILS 4 right, Detroit.
ATTCS is on, ECS will be on, anti-ice is off, flex temp is not simulated, and we'll enter those and go to the takeoff page. Winds we said were 346 at 28, I believe. That's the average 28. Sorry, this is takeoff winds. Silly goat. Takeoff winds are 10 degrees, 12 knots. Runway condition is more dry than wet, I would say, so we'll leave it on dry. Some parts of the runways are probably damp from the shower, but flaps, takeoff flaps are 1. So I've set that. So takeoff center gravity 18, that's good. Takeoff temperature 22 is good. Flex is not simulated. Mode HETCS is on, and we are takeoff 2 derated. And the takeoff page V speeds are consistent with the EFB calc. Pitch trim up up 4 degrees. That is set already, and we are done. Weather, weight, route, and performance are complete. I'll just see what kind of get these engine covers off. I believe our park brake is set. Indeed it is. Ground objects can go. Even though the chocks in X-Crafts don't make any difference. They're just cause they're literally just purely visual. They don't actually stop the plane from rolling on a slope. Yeah, that looks good. So here we are. We're 4 right.
5 Charlie Papa crossing runway 27 right at Mike.
So we're gonna go push back onto Quebec and face south.
Metro Charlie, good afternoon, Northwest 31, Juliet Whiskey, taxi, runway 3 left, hangar 4, Kilo, Victor and Mike crossing 911
Cockpit,
at Mike.
plan, acknowledge,
Metro traffic.
call me through the menu when you are ready. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Okay, let's set our beacon on. Metro traffic, Brickyard 1595, pushing back from
Okay,
Bravo
all
Gates
doors and
on to
hatches are
Quebec.
closed. Ready
Nose
to
will be
connect.
facing south. Metro traffic. I need to get some breakfast too. I haven't eaten today. It's 1:30 and I've been up for
Windshield strap and adapter.
4.5 hours.
Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Okay. Hopefully there's no one there. Yep, it looks clear on the Quebec taxiway.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Metro traffic, Delta 5, Charlie Papa taking off runway 3 left.
Alright, we'll start up engine 1, I believe is the order. Can't quite remember. It has to do with the generators. Let me check here. Yeah, it's not like the RJs. It's quite different. So engine 1 start. Okay, ignition valve is open.
Operation
Fuel flow.
complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow.
And
Standby.
N1
Delta
is
664
alive.
turning inbound runway 4 right. Detroit.
Just have to turn the markers off here. And I'll bring the... Okay, engine 2 start.
Metro traffic, Delta 5, Charlie Papa clear runways.
Ignition valve is open. N1 on the rise. And the APU has been dropped off of the bus, so we can shut that down.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Okay, electrical page looks good. Go to the flight control page.
Detroit traffic, Delta 13 Kilo Golf crossing runway 9 left.
Okay, we got the signal. Go, flaps 1 for takeoff. Pull up. Pull down.
Metro traffic, Delta 664 established on the
All right.
ILS 4 right.
Right or left.
13 miles.
Right or right. Do a brake control test here. Because it's a bit glitchy. Not glitchy, but dodgy. Alright, so after start checklist, flap set, Flaps position 1 is checked. Flight controls have been checked. ECAS is APU shutting down. And dispatch clearance, no ATC in the area. We'll make an announcement. Taxi before taxi. Takeoff configuration checked.
No takeoff. Brake.
Okay, that is fine. Once we release the parking brakes, the takeoff config test will be good. And brake temperatures should be fine. Brake temperatures are more or less the ambient temperature right now, so it is a good.
Metro traffic northwest 31
It's busy here.
Approaching runway 9 left at Victor. Victor 9.
And ICAS checked, no messages, so taxi checklist is complete. Metro traffic, Brickyard 1595, taxiing to 4 right via Quebec and Tango Yankee 1. Metro traffic. Brake released. Yeah, I need to get breakfast. I am famished. It's interesting how auto brake setting is not on the checklist. Maybe it is on various different airliners' custom normal checklists. Yeah. I need to go out and get something like real to eat. Okay, so we are Quebec, Tango, and Yankee 1.
Detroit traffic, Delta 13 Kilo Golf taking runway 3 left for departure, Detroit.
Okay, LNAV, VNAV are armed. Flight mode annunciator panel looks good for takeoff.
Metro traffic, Delta 664, 5 mile final runway 4 right, Detroit.
Okay, so he's landing.
Metro traffic northwest 1 Juliet Whiskey line up. E left.
We'll take Tango up here on the right. So we're gonna let this Delta come in and land since they're on a 5 mile final. Let's critique the landing here. Although the landing is only going to be as good as the VATSIM velocity connection. Metro traffic, Brickyard 1595 will be holding short for right at Yankee 1 for arriving traffic. Metro. Yeah, next Sunday is like a lifetime away from me. Oh, here we go. Looks like a 319. Yeah, didn't look bad at all. Metro traffic, Brickyard 1595 lining up and holding on runway 4 right. Metro. Okay, we go strobe on, inspection light on. Wind's coming a little bit off of the left.
Metro traffic, Delta 664 is cleared 4 right. Detroit.
Metro traffic, Brickyard 1595, departing 4 right. Metro traffic.
Metro traffic, Northwest 31, Juliet Whiskey, departing 3 left on the list 4.
Metro traffic, Delta 664 is crossing
Stabilized.
left at Bravo. Detroit.
Thrust set, takeoff green. Got 80 knots. The takeoff 2 makes a big difference. It's far less, far tamer. Bit of a tug to the left from the wind coming from that direction.
V1, rotate
Rotate.
V2.
Positive rate, gear up. Oh, that's good. Simultaneous takeoff. Look at that. Pretty neat. We'll stay on runway track for a moment, then it'll change to LNAV. There you go. And to keep it clean here, we're gonna go direct to Chevy. And this is where the X-Crafts can have a lot of trouble. The old direct 2s, they're not very, it flaps up. They're not very happy with direct 2 commands. But this time it looked like it worked okay. We have LNAV and flight level change all on the FMS. Speed is on the elevator. Just stay below some of the speed constraints here. Alright, Vintage. We'll see you again.
Northwest 31, Juliet Whiskey, clear the field. Good day.
Go and set the autopilot. Obviously no controllers in our area right now as we're still hearing announcements on the CTAF frequency. We're going to go and clear ourselves up to altitude 300. Chevy is a constraint at 7, so we'll see how it handles the constraint. Yeah, 7,000 is actually it did it quite well. Okay. So we are climbing via the city, so we have to stay at 7,000 or below at Buick. So this is a positive development with the aircraft. It's actually commanded the altitude constraint well. Again, we have our target altitude as our final flight level of 300. After Buick, we have constraint at Dodge for 9,000. So we'll probably shoot up 2,000 feet and level off again. So So do some tidying up here. Nose light can come off, and nose and taxi, nose and side taxi lights come off. Auto brake has reset to off, which is obviously a good thing. After takeoff checklist, flaps 0 is checked. Landing gear up, confirmed, and pressurization. Cabin altitude looks fine. After takeoff checklist is as complete as we're going to want it. So now the constraint should shift from 7,000 to 9,000 here on the primary flight display. And there we go, and now we've gone to flight change mode. Speed has gone from throttle mode to the elevator mode. And that has performed quite well. Level off at 9,000, and the speed goes to throttle mode. So now the throttle is controlling our airspeed rather than the elevator with the throttle that basically like speed underscore echo, or not underscore but speed subscript echo is essentially the same as kind of like flight level change in Boeing's or open climb speed, where it's really just thrust climb setting on the throttles, and the elevator kind of controls the speed after that, maintains the target airspeed for the climb, or vice versa for the descent. But we're going to cross Dodge here now in a short moment. We've got a mile to go. And you can see this speed in the flight mode annunciator go from T to Echo. There we go, it's just happened. So speed on elevator means we'll just go to maximum climb thrust setting. Adjust the pitch of the aircraft to maintain the target speed of 250 knots. 250 will now change as we cross 10,000 feet, slowly start to climb as we turn off our landing lights. Since we crossed 10,000, we can head over to the Unicom advisory frequency. And also, since it's not looking like we'll have ATC in Chicago, I've got that CTAF frequency and O'Hare. 75. Get that ready. .750 set. we got the Chicago approach happening quite soon. Quite honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm going to get up to, yeah, will I even, how long will I be at flight level 300 for? Me at flight level 300 at fire. That's not too surprising. I do have to go all the way down to the southern portion of the airfield. Repair. So it has me at Possum at 15,000, which might be a little bit high actually. But sure, that makes a lot of sense. Probably bring Possum down to 10,000. Activate that. And that should have adjusted our top of descent. Yeah, our top of descent has gotten closer to us now, which obviously makes sense. Crossing crossing flight level 180, parameter altimeter 7, standard. Yeah, it's just visuals after that. I had a feeling we were gonna get deposited into this cloud layer, but it looks like we're breaking through it. Breaking through the other end, not breaking through the top for the time being. Sorry for smacking into the microphone. Zooming out here, our top of descent is by just sort of windy, right around windy. Got 10, 20, 25, 32, 60 miles to Monks after windy, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we're about 40 miles from top of descent, and descent briefing is pretty straightforward. We don't have any altitude or speed constraints on the arrival. However, on our FMS, we'll be hitting Possum at 10,000, so we'll have our speed down to 250 knots. By then, we have to pull up one more chart, two more charts for Chicago. The chart and the stands chart. Rates. Am I missing it? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's down here. Terminal 5. So we'll be Mike 8 Alpha. So Victor 2. I think in real life, normally common when the aircraft land on 10 center and 10 left is the departing runway that they travel all the way back on Papa to Zulu. Go up Zulu and then get back on like Bravo. Let's see if they're actually doing that in real life, just to make sure. Got the descent is ever so closer. Yeah, they're doing exactly that. Landing 10 left, exiting left, left on Papa, taking Papa back to Sierra Sierra before crossing 10 left. Those 10 left departures are probably happening at the Delta-Delta intersection. Center, we have an enormous amount of runway available. The auto brake on low. And we're expecting, I'm going to say 3,500 pounds of fuel remaining at O'Hare. So our zero fuel weight is 63,380. 3,500 would be 69 or 6880. Excuse me, 3,500 would be 6,600. There. It's 30, 15 knots. 30, 15 knots. Temperature is 24. UMH 297. 66 to 80 is our landing weight. Flaps 5 is probably fine. Reversals operational okay. We approach 133, send those to the FMS, accept them. Just going to go straight on down to 10,000 because we don't have any altitude constraints on the arrival. So 10,000 is set. I don't know if O'Hare has been updated on the as the default gateway scenery. Obviously there was a huge amount of work done at O'Hare, I guess, the last year or two, and maybe some of it is still ongoing with everything that happened in, I guess, just west of terminal building. Okay, sometimes there's a glitch with engaging top of descent here, so it has worked this time. That's good. So we are flight mode. Initiator is in path mode for the VNAV. And on the descent, the speed will switch from throttle to elevator and back again, which does kind of make sense why it would do it that way. It's quite possible that the FMS auto-tune has occurred, so it is it's pulled in 108.905 and a course of 0903. 108.905.093, so it has auto-populated the ILS frequency and course heading for 10 center. So that is a promising harbinger. We might actually have ILS capability, even though we have a discontinuity in the flight plan. See, we have a discontinuity between Possum and Gibbons, and unfortunately having such a discontinuity has been rather notorious in the X-Crafts world of causing malfunctions on the ILS autopilot, from being able to capture any localizer or glide slope. We'll just kind of monitor that pretty closely. We may have to hand fly the ILS or kind of behave, treat the approach more as LNAV, VNAV. For an ILS is 869 barometric. Oops. To minimums. Set it at 870. Minimums set. Program procedure looks like it's fly runway heading to 4000 and really just direct to Charlie Golf Tango VOR, radial 336, and enter oh, actually we're going to engage the 336 on runway heading, make a right turn on the reciprocal heading 156. Engage Chicago Heights of VOR for a right-hand hold. Just passing 21,000, flight level 210. Some nice banks there, eh? Whoa, look at those cloud formations. Okay. We got a little bit cloud clouds look a little bit too computerized. Clear and obvious pattern effect happening here. Alright, we have a total air temperature +8, static -10, so we should be, we will not need anti-airs coming down through these clouds. They're quite a bit below us set. So we are going to set the altimeter 2987 is set. Okay, so we do have, oh here, tower 127. So I've got the CTEF set already with the ATIS. I can press that. It is ATIS information alpha. Weather report is the same. Vectors, ILS 10 sensor approach. Well, tower won't be with the vectors. Vectors are like approach 9, center simultaneously, departing runways are such and such. Okay. We'll see if tower takes us backtrack on Papa to Sierra Sierra. O'Hare traffic, Brickyard 1595 is level with the field on the right downwind for 10 center, leaving 4000 for 10,000. O'Hare traffic. After Possum, it is heading 270. So the FMS speed now is beginning to automatically, target speed is automatically dropping to down to 240 knots. We're actually going to continue our descent out of 10,000 or below 10,000 to 7. According to the, should get rid of one or two of these Detroit charts, don't need them no more. So Cooper, Kyla is actually where I want to engage, so it's going to be 7,000 at Kyla. That'll give me 19.5 miles DME on the ILS. So we have set 7,000 in the altitude. As we cross Possum, I'm going to go to synchronize and heading mode. Drop to 7,000 now. Just do vertical speed at the stage. 1,500 feet a minute. Zoom out a little bit just to make sure there's no traffic. TCAS looks good. We can go to, since we're in heading mode now, we can go to VL mode. Turn ourselves in towards Kyla. Oh, here traffic. Brickyard 1595 is making right turn onto base for 10 center. Switching to tower frequency now. Traffic. Tower 120.750. Thought I set that already. I see that I did, but I accidentally switched it by one frequency, 1 hertz. Right turn now, heading 50. And here's the fateful moment. Will the ILS... Nope, there's the failure. Approach not available, so we're going to have to hand fly this, well, sort of. Are coming that way, so reduce our altitude. Target altitude is at 5,000 for the time being. Target speed, we'll take control of the speed. O'Hare Tower, hello. Brickyard 1595 is ILS 10 center.
Brickyard 1595, O'Hare Tower, good afternoon to you as well. The winds are 1010 at 11, running 10 center, clear to land.
Clear to land, 10 center, Brickyard 1595, thanks. Go flaps 1. We need to increase our rate of descent a little bit. Reduce our speed. Kind of like trying to follow this ILS manually with the flight control panel. Flaps 2.
The 1456 center tire here.
Final approach speed 133. And we will lower the landing gear a bit early. Go flaps 5 and that'll be final.
Delta 1456, I heard power you up. You're on a movement zone currently.
Okay,
Autopilot.
take the autopilot out. Get rid of the flight directors, we'll just use the ILS bugs.
Brickyard 1595, if you have a second, can you say your flight conditions?
Conditions fairly normal. Got a 20 knot crosswind, but minimal turbulence.
Roger, the clouds look. Are you in the clouds? Would you say VMC or IMC?
It's IMC from about 3,000 and above.
Roger, thank you for that. Updating the ATIS accordingly.
Solid crosswind, actually. Okay, so go around altitude was 4,000. That is set.
1,000.
We're a little high. Not terrible. Good deal of crabbing happening.
$500. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums. Minimums. 100. 50. 40.
Throttle. Throttle.
30. 20. 10.
Auto brake.
Brigade 1559, welcome to O'Hare, left one able safe parking.
Left unable, we have Mike 8 Alpha for parking in Brickyard 15 and 95.
Brigade 1595, make the right Papa, hold short, runway 210 left at Golf Golf.
Right Papa and on Golf, hold short 10 left. Brickyard 15 and 95.
O'Hare Tower, Skywest 6476, ready to taxi with Bravo.
Skywest 6476, thanks for Bravo. Runway 10 left at Delta Delta, taxi via Alpha 10 November.
10 left at Alpha Alpha, taxi via Alpha, I got lost at Delta Delta, and then November, correct?
So he gave me Golf, that's better.
Alpha
So
10,
less.
and you want any build scenery or outdated?
I have, I believe I have the builds new one.
Roger. Follow your charts, taxi off your charts. Scenery might not match up in some spots.
Gotcha, so we're going to taxi to 10 left via Alpha 10, November, Zulu, correct?
Alpha 10 at November. Just hold short of 10 left at Delta Delta. I can give you the full length at Zulu if you'd like. I just don't think you're going to need it all.
No, bone track, which button down now, gotcha. Alpha 10 November, Delta Delta to 10 left for 60...
Echo.
476.
So he's gonna give me Golf. Why wouldn't he give me Echo? That's so much easier. You have anyone taking off on 10 left? Got an American Dreamliner. Not sure what that plane is doing. Maybe he's just getting on November to head down to 10 left.
Brickyard 1595, cross 10 left at Golf taxi to parking view straight ahead. Have a good night.
Alright, we'll cross 10 left at Golf and stay on Golf to parking. Have a great one. 1595. So there is a Delta who could be at our gate. And that wouldn't be cool. Strobe can come off, and APU.
This 4776, does your Alpha make a left turn up here?
It does.
Right, you can follow that. Air Tower, United 580 established, ILS 9 left. 580 Air Tower, hello, the 101011, right 9 left, clear to land. 9 left, clear to land, United 580.
I was able to hold the center line on the approach fairly well, considering the crosswinds were quite high.
6476, you can make your next left
But,
turn whenever it needs to get back to 10 left at Delta Delta.
I probably needed to crab out of it more before the touchdown. Not to mention my rudder pedals sliding on me. Trying to get that right rudder stuck in to combat the nose drift into the wind.
Air Tower, below you, 2267, information Bravo, ready for taxi.
American Titan. Stand by, Squawk Mode Charlie. Yeah, Squawk Mode Charlie.
So we have to go up a little bit farther.
Let's see, United 2267.
So it's very difficult to see gate numbers when they're only written on the ground.
I am legally not allowed to issue any instructions. So your mode Charlie, check your pilot client. There you are now. United 2267, you want 10 left or 9 or right?
We'll take 9 or right, 2267.
United 2267, runway 9 or right at Sierra Sierra. Taxi via Golf, cross runway 4 left.
Okay, so Mike 8 Alpha is not simulated. That's fine. We'll just take Mike 8. Not a big deal. There's Mike 10. If anyone knows a good way in Web Editor just to simply put a vertical sign at the gates, that would be awesome. Might have to pull the old VGDS closer in here. Just about squeezed it in.
Skywest 6476, turn left heading 320, runway 10 left at Delta Delta, clear for takeoff, the wind 010 at 11.
Left in 320 and clear for takeoff for 62, correction 6476.
United 580, make the right on to Mike, cross 4 left, hold short of 9er center on Mike. Right onto Mike, and then cross 4 right at Mike. Hold short 9 center at Mike, 9580.
AP is at 100, engines down. 262 feet a minute, I'll take that. Target speed, BREF is looked good. Pegasus A-Cars has it identical. complete the flight. Submit. And here. Disconnect from VATSIM. And I'm so hungry, I think my stomach is actually digesting itself, so we won't be doing any external replays. I'm going to have to jump. Thanks for everybody who joined. Rather short flight, but nonetheless entertaining enough. Got a little bit of ATC on the way out and obviously on the way in, so on final, which is always fun. It gives X-Plane for me and flying a whole different experience talking to real controllers. We'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao for now.